reparations. And here's the thing. Nobody's ever said that, that it was unfair or unjust how black people were treated in this country. And no one's ever said there's no such thing as white privilege. All right. That I haven't heard that from, anybody in my select group of friends. We're all very well aware. And a lot of people get defensive when you talk about reparations, because everybody says, oh, we shouldn't have to bring them money. We shouldn't have to bring them money. And it took me a while to catch on to this. And actually it was a conversation with Suarez that really made me kind of enlighten me about what reparations really could mean for black people in this country. It starts at the education level, where these guys get into school and they're taught about Martin Luther King, and we have Black History Month and everything. And it's all a spectacle. But what we really teach these kids is, hey, you are in this country because you were brought here as slaves.
And that's the end of the story. They don't, and we're guilty of this across the board.
Yeah.
Our history is very Eurocentric. So if you are Persian, a Persian American, second, first, third generation Iranian, you're not going to hear about the great and very first civilizations that humanity ever had, which happened to come from your neck of the woods. All you're really going to hear about is how cavemen ultimately became Greeks and Romans. And then from there. And so, I you could counter the whole thing about you came here as slaves by going deeper than that and talking about how, again, some of the very earliest civilizations, the very cradle of humanity, you had these great empires that were concurrent with the ancient Egyptians, the Nubians and whatnot, all throughout Africa. Why not talk about them? I know, don't you think that even as a white person, your mind, your life would be enriched? And forget about it as a black kid, to be told that there's a huge, rich history that stars you as the hero.
Yeah, and I think that is needed, and that's the type of reparations we need to discuss is fixing history.
Sure.
And putting the great things that black people did throughout history and in culture, and teaching those to children. Everybody deserves to grow up learning something about your culture and your race that makes you proud.
Well, you deserve to be the hero of your narrative. I'd also like to say this. I know a lot of people get resentful against the BLM. I will never not support a citizens group. I don't particularly agree with the Tea Party, not the Tea Party, the Occupy Wall Street group, but I totally support them. I totally agree with people getting together and gathering together and speaking loudly what's on their hearts and minds. And I don't want to stop that. I don't want to alter what the Black Lives Matter people are saying, how they're saying. I totally support it. I don't think anybody should be standing here and saying, like I've said, I wish more people had the guts to be that way. You don't have to like the Tea Party to like the fact that for the first time in a long time, the people of this country were actually able to dictate who ended up in Congress. And they were actually able to, for a brief moment in American history, change the way that laws were being written and happening because of the Tea Party and the way that they coalesced and forced their people into office. And I don't know that that's where the BLM is going to go, but you have to get behind your fellow citizens whenever they are trying to stand up and reshape this country to the way that they see fit.
Well, don't let Fox News distract you and all these news channels that they just show the negative. They're really pushing the racism as their
Racism
narrative.
sells, man. Racism's good for ratings. It's an easy topic to talk about for 24 hours.
But the thing is look to the roots of their movement, which it took me a while to find it. But once you can find some of the interviews with the co-founders of this movement and see what they're really trying to accomplish, they do have an agenda and they do have a plan and they have a legitimate gripe. And they're not saying, hey, we want everything handed to us and that this is a one-sided fight. They've admitted they see that there's aggression going on towards white people and
but they're
towards all
making this
races.
their fight.
But this is their fight, and this is what they want. What they themselves can actually make a difference and change. And when it does change, it's going to change stuff for everybody.
Right. Well, you know what? Let's leave off there. We gotta end this segment. We've got one more to go, so don't go anywhere. You're listening to 13 Folds Radio on RIFreeradio.org.
Hopped on the train, I saw my man, he had a L in his hand. Hide it from the beast, at least I catch a buzz before I hit my block. I take a mega hit from the on the good ship. Lollipop, move the hop, so I can put the hip in the grip. Everybody slips so I can take a trip to the dip. Dig a deeper hole, microphone control with soul. Look at my hot eyes and tell me how could you be cold? I'm coming to you from the underground with thunder sound. Number one question, yo, how can I be down? Well, I tell you, bring your lighter and roll your finger back up on your lighter so you see the fire finger. Roll from left to right, then front to back. Herbal verbal letters give the mic contact. React whenever I keep the head scoping. Don't front, you know I got you open. Don't front, you know I got you open. It's the original heads meeting, original crooks. Don't front, you know I got you open. Check my dialect from my diaphragm, my man. Don't front, you know I got you open. It's the original heads meeting, the original crooks. Don't front, you know I got you open. Check the dialect from my diaphragm, my man. Me and my crew walk the streets at night like looking for the right one, baby. If it's payday, I'm at your doorstep. I never sweat swinging the F nowadays, cause my rep is known for the tricks that is straight like toys. In the cypher with my boys, we be getting busy. Record shop, I drop the top, I make the seeds pop. From the line that I sparked last night in the dark, I be dedicated to the moon cause it's black. Resurrect, come back, tell me about the other side, Jack. Now we going back to who got the props. So when I blew up the spot last year on the box, pressure to come back with another fat single. Not too underground to make it stop when you mingle. Well, bust it, pay attention to the third verse, and I'ma take you to another level first. Yeah, don't front, you know I got you open. It's the original has me in the original crooks. Don't front, you know I got you open, and you're sweating EVD, number one DJ. Don't front, you know I got you open. It's the original has me in the original crooks. Don't front, you know I got you open, and you're sweating EVD, number one DJ. First of all, listen, I'm letting you know that when you see me at a show, you better prepare for the flow right away. I'm dimming the brighter day, it's never sunny. Still on nothing move but the honey out the pay. So I enter the brother zone. I come to the front of the stage to let you know who's on the phone, leave it alone. See, it's a hip-hop thing, not a fake drip drop fame, a corny ass slang. You can fool the rest, but you can't fool me. See, the best school me, for the simple fact is the G.O.G. Buck to the shot, still to protect, then rock to the box. So forget the past, no more shorty. Strictly buckshot, I rock you one down to 40 below. I got to let them know that I elevated levels higher every time I felt the fire. People tried this when your jam got cold. Used to be the man, now your band got old. I know the plan, so I keep them scoping. Don't front, you know I got you open. Don't front, you know I got you open. It's the original has me in the original crooks. Don't front, you know I got you open. Check the dialect from my diaphragm, my man. Don't front, you know I got you open. It's the original has me in the original crooks. Don't front, you know I got you open. Check the dialect from my diaphragm, my man. Yeah, without no doubt. This is dedicated to my man, Big Five, Big Trev. Real's in the place to be. I'm coming to get you out, kid. And we out, no doubt.
And we're back here on 13 Folds Radio on RI, freeradio.org. And this is it, man. We're rounding out the show here. Final segment, final thoughts. Just trying to make it to the fucking finish line one more time so we can get nice and drunk like we do. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, right before the doom's clock strikes midnight.
You know, one of my favorite things to do in this whole world is to get really, really shit-faced and then post a whole bunch of stuff on, like, Instagram and Facebook. Stuff that I know I'm going to regret the next day.
The dick pics and stuff.
Whatever, yeah. I mean, dick pics is just the start. Like, that's like kindergarten for the kind of shit I like to do.
Well, you know what? It's funny because, I mean, I have been smoking for an awful long time, and I've never posted anything on social media, really. Even with the magazine, never really posted anything personal. But you look around, and there's tons of people always posting stuff about, you know, with them smoking or doing bong rips. Or
I feel like, dude, you know that that's illegal, right? Like, you're pretty much just, you're admitting
Well,
in print that you've broken the law.
And the DEA is actually, they've released statements saying, yeah, we're looking at all these things and all these groups.